Hello everyone, welcome back to the Lifeaholic channel, and in today's video I'm going to discuss about the definition of your success criteria. Now, it may differ for everybody, right? The success criteria does not remain same for everybody, right? For many people it's about making a lot of money, for many people it's buying a lot of cars, right? For many people it's rapid progression in their career. For many people it's maintaining a life balance and giving importance to family life rather than career, right? There are so many different variants of what a success criteria is. And now many of us are operating based on the fallacy that this should be our um, success criteria. For example, we are forced to believe that an appraisal or an increment in the salary is something related to our success criteria. I have come to believe that not many of them, in fact 80% of them might not be in the job which will basically lead them to the which will fulfill their success criteria. Now, what should we do in this situation? Obviously, we got to think hard, right? We got to think on a pen and paper, and it doesn't come through just uh, thinking it once or twice in your mind and then fixating on your idea of success or a definition of success. Now, that requires a lot of hard work. Many of you also will be surprised that success criteria are not that costly also. Even if you define big goals which may seem big, but in a larger context, if you notice, it will be very small for you if you just bring it down to a pen and paper. Now, for example, let me just give you one success criteria that I have been thinking on for myself, and that is scuba diving top 10 scuba diving destinations in the world. Now, if you, I took one trip to Thailand, and the place name was called Richula Rock, which is the 10th best spots to scuba dive, and it cost me around 1,20,000 or so to basically complete the whole trip using and including flight tickets. Now let's increase that to probably double the cost of what I spent there. Let's say I take around 2,50,000 for one particular trip, right? And I'm just putting it in a lot of buffer because some of the destinations around the world are costly to travel to, and plus some of the liveaboards are a lot costlier than what the Phuket had to offer or the Richelieu Rock had to offer. So now with 2,50,000 as a benchmark for a trip, if you multiplied that by 10, basically you require around what around 25 lakhs to basically cover 10 destinations in the world. Now obviously it's an average which is roughly coming around to that amount. Now you know with a 10 lakh salary or even a 15 lakh salary a year, you can definitely save off that much money, that is around 2 lakh 50,000 a year, to basically dive one scuba diving spot in a year, right? I'm just taking a very conservative estimate for this particular target. And as you notice, as you begin to notice that whatever big goals that you define, they usually are not that costly also. Obviously there are some costly goals, like for example, if you want to hike the seven summits of the world, it will take you crores of money, right? um, However, when you break it down to tangible things or doing smaller tasks, now I've given you success criteria of a slightly bigger range in defining success criteria, but it can be even smaller case, right? So if you put a small price tag to that in how much you require to fulfill that particular passion or success criteria, you will notice that it is reachable, and if you plan that well, you will be able to achieve it. Right now, coming to defining your success criteria, that takes a lot of time. Now, how do you do that? You basically start writing down all the ideas that you have in your mind, and don't hesitate to basically go all crazy about your ideas, right? It can be anything that you want, just let your mind flow, right? Once you keep writing it down, you will narrow down to a set of few things that you can do, which will then define your whole success criteria, right? It can be a match of a mix and match of a lot of goals. It can be around family, it can be around career, it can be around adventure, travel, and whatever you have defined, right? And that becomes your success criteria, which you think will become which will become possible if you start working out and executing it, right? Thank you for watching this video, guys. If you like this video and it motivates you to basically redefine your success criteria, please mention that in a comment section below. If you like this uh, redefining your success criteria idea, please hit the like button, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel.